Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching this after the live stream, just take a look down below in the description box, and there you will have individual timestamps for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So again, just take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see timestamps after the live stream, and it will navigate you to the readings for July. For those of you who are watching me live, welcome. Thank you, intuitive friends, for stopping by and for being here. Today I will be channeling messages for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces individually, as I just said a little while ago. So that's going to happen individually. And I'm going to start working on that in a second to channel messages for you guys. Just let me make sure you guys can hear me very well. Okay, perfect. So, intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching me live, I will be doing charm casting, channeling through charm casting and tarot messages for the month of July. Okay, I will explain what I'll be focusing on and how things are going to kind of unwind here in a few minutes. All right. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to start shortly. All right, intuitive friends, welcome back. For those of you who are joining me live, welcome. All right, so let's start channeling the messages here for Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Scorpio on any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are going to be for you. And today, Scorpio, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may possibly be unfolding for you in the month of July. I will use charm casting as well as tarot cards to give you additional messages. And today, Scorpio, I'm going to take a look at the 4 sections here on this charm casting mat. And let's go through what each of these sections uh, represent and what I'll be channeling. So, Scorpio, whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Scorpio in any other placements on your astrological natal chart, when I cast the charms, any charms that fall in the challenges and delays, I'll be channeling messages here, focusing on possible obstacles, lessons, maybe even how you can overcome the possible or potential challenges here in the month of July. In the luck and blessings, I'll be channeling messages focusing on positive opportunities that may be coming in your direction or possibly coming in your direction in the month of July. I'll be channeling abundance as well as unexpected blessings. The section focusing on job, career, money, or anything that is very valuable to you, then that's this section. And this section of the charm casting, I will be channeling messages focusing on where positive opportunities may be coming in, how that may be looking for you here in the month of July, as well as anything involving work, business, finances, promotions, interviews, maybe even workplace energy, or any new opportunities that may be valuable or important to you in job, career, money, finances, or again, as I said, anything that is very valuable to you. Then we're going to focus here in the love section, love and relationship section. In this section, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, or focusing on self love, I'll be channeling messages here, focusing on the emotional energies surrounding your emotions, your heart, and anything else that is important here. Now, remember, love could be romantic love as well as love for friends, family, loved ones, or deep connections and bonds that you have with others. Okay. So it could be people from work, it could be your social circle, it could be your professional circle, but we'll see what comes through. And of course, let us start the reading here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to give this reading a like so that I know that you are enjoying these messages as well as the format. Okay, so this is a little bit different. I have done the charm casting, I've done that for quite some time, on and off on my channel, but I figured let me do something a little bit different for you guys here in the month of July. All right, so let's take a look. And, charm casting adds an intuitive layer, okay? Not only of symbolism, but also it complements tarot very well, which is why I'm using it and have used it here on my channel on various occasions. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. Of course, I'm not literally looking inside, but let's see what may be coming through. Okay. All right. So let's see what's coming through here for you, Scorpio. So I just casted the charms. You don't have anything here in self, so I don't see anything there of importance. But I do want to mention, and I don't know if the camera can catch it, but this right here, I don't know if the camera could catch it, but let's see. Let me bring it a little closer. You do have here the tree of life, okay? Now, it fell more out of the mat than in the mat. So when that happens, I like to bring it to the corner because that reminds me that it did fall in this section of job, career, finances, money, or anything that's important here for you. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But let us start with challenges and delays. Okay. So, Scorpio, here you have where it says self, and self is your inner moon energy. okay? The energy that you are privately feeling or experiencing possibly here in the month of July. There aren't any charms that fell here. However, in challenges and delays, you have this proximity. It's kind of distant here. So for some of you, this may be like mid to late July that you may be experiencing possible challenges or delays. But the circle here, or the ring, could be a ring or could be a circle. And because you have the panda charm in reverse, that could be very indicative here of anything that could be coming up, could be connected to your love section. um yeah, it could be connected to your love section, I feel. All right, let's jump into the reading. Challenges and delays. You have the circle. What I'm picking up here with the circle is there could be, and it fell exactly over delay, there could be a little bit of a delay in something here connected to either love, which I feel that that may be the case here because that panda charm is reversed, and I'll show you that in a minute, or in job, career, or finances, okay? Because you do have here another charm in its reverse side. So there could be some challenges or delays or some type of pattern, okay? Now, this pattern could be the way you think about something, okay? There could be a pattern here coming through as like an old pattern, attachment here to something, doing something the same way over and over and over again and expecting a different result. There could be a challenge here on maybe a topic that keeps, coming up, or an experience here. It's like, it feels like, and the way I'm seeing this clairvoyantly is like, when something is like loading and you get that kind of loading symbol, okay, like something is loading. That's how it feels like here. For others of you, it feels like there's either a cycle that just keeps repeating itself. Now, this could be a perspective, this could be an old pattern, this could be a lack of moderation in something, okay? This could be your shadow self popping up and causing some type of delay or challenge here for you, possibly. And of course, I will be focusing more on giving more details in a few minutes. But for others of you, the fact that there's a ring here, it could signify a commitment. Okay. Now, that could be a financial commitment, that could be a romantic commitment. This could be a commitment, having to do with a compromise, something that is said. But there may be some type of challenge here in regards to either committing to something at 100% or feeling really certain about a commitment, okay, as well, okay. I feel that there is a sense of uncertainty or apprehension in regards to either a situation, circumstance, event, person, maybe a connection, relationship here. That could be in job or that could be in love. But there's a sense here of some type of challenge or delay connected to either the level of commitment or being certain about whatever this commitment may be. Okay. So for some of you, the ring could be talking about commitment in your love life. For others of you, the ring is just showing symbolism of commitment to something that is important to you. We'll talk more about that in a minute because you do have here in the love sector something in reverse, okay? Which is the just got startled. Which is the panda. Okay, Ace, relax down there. Ace is right around where my feet are. But anyway, all right. So from challenges and delays, let's jump to luck and blessings. And here with luck and blessings, you have an arrow. Okay, so let me bring that a little bit closer so you guys can see that. So you have the arrow. Now the arrow is pointing upwards. Okay, it's not pointing towards love, but I feel here that there may be a possible luck or blessing or unexpected blessing or unfolding in something that is deeply connected to your heart or something that matters to you. Okay. Something that is very special, valuable, or matters a lot to you. All right. Because if you can, I'll turn that around so you can see it. You see that the arrow has a heart in the tip, and it also, that right there is symbolizing a feather. Okay. So feathers are connected to communication. So there could be some type of sign, symbol, synchronicity from the ethers, okay, from your higher self, maybe, excuse me, a serendipitous event, okay, some type of message that may come intuitively, or a conversation, okay, connected here with someone else, or any, because remember, feathers is very much connected to air energy, right? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the heart is yin energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So there could be a connection there in that, however that may connect with you, whether it's your own other placements on your astrological natal chart, or this could be connected to the season or people. But this arrow is pointing upwards as if there's some type of wish, yearning, desire, maybe something that you've been manifesting, hoping, desiring, dreaming about, that may be coming through for you. Now, remember, luck and blessings could come through many different ways. It could be signs, symbols, synchronicities. There could be serendipitous events. It could come through someone else, like a conversation, an email, a text, a thought. So we'll see how this may also develop as the reading unfolds. Now, let's take a look at job, career, and money, finances, or the areas that are very important and valuable to you. Okay, Scorpio? So, first and foremost, you have here an initial. Okay? Now, I'm going to leave the initial as it is there, but I'll bring it closer to you in a minute. But the manner in which it looks like the letter J, but it looks like it's like reversed. Okay. So there may be an initial that is connected to a first letter of a first name, the last letter of a last name. So it could be the first or last letter of first name, middle name, last name, nickname, or anything connected to job, career, finances, or money. So the following initials are coming through in the reading. So you have the letter T, the letter L, the letter J. I'm getting the letter G also. I'm also getting the letter E as well with this, the manner in which it fell or was casted on there. So that's how this is looking. So I'm looking at it from all different directions. I'm also getting here a connection to the number 6 as well. Okay. So there could be something here connected to the number 6. Now, 6 is coming through like June. So there may have been something here from the past or recent past that may be coming through in regards to job, career, money, finances, or something that is very valuable to you. Okay. Now, I do want to mention that you have 2 charms that are very much connected to intuition. And those charms are, we have Pisces here, which I'm not surprised that it's here because I did mention yin energy here in regards to your luck and blessings section here. But you see it says intuitive, and you have a cat. So you have intuitive, and then on the upright is Pisces, okay? So you have intuitive and you also have a cat. And for me, cat symbolizes intuition. It symbolizes something that may feel mysterious, okay? Or something that you are feeling, but you can't pinpoint exactly what, you know, it's more like a feeling rather than something logical, rational, or analytical. And in the month of July, you may be getting some type of intuitive hits. And if I were you, I would listen to your dreams, because there could be some dreams that are important or valuable here that may be coming through in regards to your job, your career, or something here that you've been blocking. Okay, because Pisces is on the reverse, so it's like you've it's as if there may be an a intuitive hit or gut level feeling about something, but you're trying to remain logical, letter L, also logical, rational, and analytical about something, but your intuition is still, or may nag you, that little nagging feeling in the month of July, because it's like you're trying not to look at something intuitively, or you're trying to kind of like turn a blind eye here in something. And this cat is saying, no matter how much you are trying to like not look at something, you are being kind of called to intuitively listen to that inner knowing, that kind of nagging feeling here that may be coming up, whether it's in job, career, finances, or in something that is very valuable to you. So I'm getting this kind of like push and pull. And that may be the reason why you have the circle here in challenges and delays. There could be something that you have been feeling intuitively, nagging, okay, intuitively kind of like eating away at you, or kind of popping up in some way, shape, or form. And maybe in the month of July, you're trying to like not look at it, dismiss it, put it in the back burner. And it may come up either in your dreams, or you may have also here some type of lucid dream connected to whatever this area of value is to you. For some of you is job, career. So for others of you is money, and for others of you is something that is very important here to you or valuable. But it's like I'm getting this kind of like tug of war type of energy, where it's like your intuition is like, look, listen, letter L, like I said, look and listen. And it's like you've been kind of pushing it, or may try to push it aside. And your intuition is like, no, 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 you got to pay attention, because there's something of value or something of importance here, very much connected to job, career, money, finances, or something of value. You do have here the tree of life. Like I said, this came off the mat, but I will be bringing it more towards the mat so you can see it. So I'm getting here, not only is this a tree of life, but I'm also getting here a tree that doesn't have leaves. Okay. So a tree that doesn't have leaves is very much connected to fall and or to winter. So that's number one. Number two, I'm also getting here that there may be something that you've been feeling that has been stagnant, or has not generated the kind of momentum here, or the growth in something that is either very valuable or connected to job or career. So maybe things are going a little bit slowly, or may possibly be here a little bit slowly unfolding for you in the month of July, whether that's the beginning, middle, or towards the ending. I do feel for some of you, it's going to be more towards the middle and the end of July rather than the beginning. But again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because time, remember, time is a human construct. So take that as it may resonate. So if you've been feeling something hasn't been growing as much, or hasn't had enough growth lately, okay, or during, interesting, because I said the number 6. Um, what do we have? 6 is what, Gemini and Cancer season, right? Yeah. So yeah, there could have been something happening here during Gemini and Cancer season in connection to this tree that doesn't have leaves. And maybe that was a rough patch for some of you, or maybe that rough patch is coming up here in July. All right. But there could be here a sense of like something that was feeling like there isn't a lot of momentum. There's an energy here that you may have some type of intuitive opportunity for you to see something a little bit deeper, not from a logical analytical standpoint, but more from a yin energy standpoint. So there may be some type of like solution or resolution in how to have something grow, okay, or some sort of abundance here connected to the month of July here, okay? So we'll see how that unfolds with the tarot. All right. The last section here before we jump into the tarot reading is, again, this is you or your energy symbolically, right? And you have dinosaur. Okay. So the dinosaur symbolizes the past. Dinosaur could also symbolize something that is or was extinct, or it could be very much connected either to a person, a situation, circumstance, event from the past or recent past that may be rolling back around. Remember, you have challenges and delays, and we are in Mercury retrograde. Something that may come back around, whether it's in your mind or in regards to your heart. So it could be emotions or thoughts. So there could be here either a person, a situation, circumstance, event, maybe memories, nostalgic memories from the past, kind of coming right back around, causing a little bit of an emotional trigger, because we have here the panda, and I'll show that to you in a minute. And the panda is on its reverse side here on the map. So there could be something tugging in your heart that is very much connected here to a past person, past situation, circumstance, event, or a connection or commitment from the past or recent past. This could also be connected to friends, family, or loved ones that you have a deep emotional connection, or people that you've known for a very long time. But the fact that the panda is on the reverse, the panda for me symbolizes the heart chakra. Okay. So the heart chakra here, all right, may be a little bit either feeling blocked or triggered in regards to a memory, nostalgia, person, situation, circumstance, event, maybe here some type of like you weren't even thinking or expecting a thought to come through, or a conversation. Okay, this could also be a pattern, an old pattern coming right back, especially during this time of Mercury in retrograde. There is this energy here of like something coming back from the past, whether it's that you're going to reflect upon it, or whether it's that you're going to be thinking about it. But there's this sense here that there could be this repeated cycle of emotion, okay, or thought, very much connected here to the dinosaur and that panda. So let me bring the dinosaur a little bit closer, just in case you haven't been able to see it because it's a little far. And then we have here what I said, the panda. Now you see that the panda is in reverse, so we're not seeing the details of it. Okay, so we're not seeing the details. So the panda is symbolism for me for the heart chakra. So the fact that it's in its reverse state tells me that there could be here some type of trigger coming, looping back itself, or there could be something that you are trying to suppress or repress in the month of July. Now you do have here dolphin, and this dolphin has a ball. So this dolphin with the ball comes across as playful. It comes across as light-hearted. okay, carefree, being positive, happy, friendly. All right. So there may be some energies here where you're trying to, in a way, tip this energy of perhaps this blockage, memory, or repressed emotion from the past or recent past. And you're trying to balance it out, or you're trying to deviate your attention to something more lighthearted, playful, carefree, as kind of compensating for the trigger, nostalgia, or memory that you may be feeling here, at some point here, possibly in the month of July. Now, what's interesting here is that you do have water here. Okay, so you have, dolphin is water, and dolphins are, live in water. So it does come across as something very much connected to your emotions, as well as something here connected to Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Now, if it is a person, um, or if this is your own astrological natal chart that's coming through here in regards to your houses focusing on Venus, Juno, your fifth or seventh house, again, there may be something here coming up in regards to that connection. But like I said, Mercury is in retrograde right now. So there could be some type of reminiscing or thoughts or emotions surfacing or resurfacing. Now, remember, here in job, career, finances, or in things that are important, there is this sense of blocking as well. Okay, because as I said at the top of the reading, all we see is intuitive. We're not seeing the Pisces charm. So again, it's coming across as trying to remain logical, rational in something, or kind of turning a blind eye on whatever these repressed emotions or triggers that may be popping up in the month of July, and you just trying to keep your mind off of it or your heart away from the sadness, okay, or the heart chakra block. Now, what's great about the fact that you have luck and blessings here in this section, and the fact that you have this arrow, it's as if you're not going to be, remember, the arrow is pointing upward, okay? So it's telling me here that you're not alone in whatever this may be. And there may be a potential type of message, like I said, with job, career, finances, or things that are important. Listen to your dreams, listen to the thoughts that may come unexpectedly, because there's some type of blessing or clearing or something kind of showing you sign, symbol, synchronicities. These sign, symbol, synchronicities are messages from the universe. So it's not a coincidence. So you may hear a person's name, you may hear a song, you may see angel numbers appearing, and it's like the universe here giving you a kind of reminder here to pay attention to something that could be a sign, symbol, synchronicity connected to luck and blessing, and very much connected to your heart chakra. So it's like reminding you here to lean into your to pay attention to your intuition as well as matters of the heart. Now, let's take a look at more details here, Scorpio. Now we're going to enter into the second part of the reading, which is focusing here on the tarot messages in conjunction with the charm casting. So first area that I'm going to take a look at here is challenges and delays. So let's take a look here at what's coming through for you in regards to, ooh, I literally let that go because I was looking at my phone here because it was buffering. I was like, oh no, we're off. But look what just jumped out of the deck. Two of Cups. Connections. Okay? Connections. Yeah. And by the way, you have Three of Pentacles here. There could be a third party energy. Now, third party energy could be a third person, or it could be just an energy. I'll talk about that more in a minute. I told you guys, validation confirmation. I said from the top of the reading, something is feeling here that is very much connected to your emotions, to your heart, to your intuition, something that is coming through as a delay, as a reoccurring pattern that may be showing up for you. And Two of Cups is telling me that this is very much connected to the area of your emotions. Validation confirmation here with the panda in reverse. Validation confirmation with the Pisces charm also coming up in reverse. And the fact that that circle came through in delays. So again, there could be an energy here of apprehension, of uncertainty in regards to either a connection from the past or recent past, or a connection that you have had with someone for a very long time. Okay. So this could be friends, family, loved ones. This could be someone that you are currently with, a current connection, as well as it could be very much connected to a past connection as well. Okay. Where you're thinking fondly of someone or something. Okay. Now, Two of Cups is the emotional depth. It's the, you know, the mutual soulful connection. Now, Two of Cups are two people, but there are two people with different ideals or differences. But what helps them, or what creates the in depth or the mutual depth of their connection, is that although they may be two different individuals, okay, despite the fact that there are differences in these two people, their common ground or their common goal or foundation is the emotional connection that they have with each other. Now, for some of you, this emotional connection could be romantic. For others of you, this emotional connection could be very much connected to just friends, family, loved ones, or people that are meaningful in your lives. Okay. So, others of you, the Two of Cups is you connecting with your higher self and trying to work with your intuition, or working with your heart chakra. Like I said, you could kind of clear that blockage by listening to solfeggio frequencies, focusing on your heart chakra in order to eliminate or soothe or lessen this reoccurring either heaviness, burden, or trigger, or repressing of emotions. So Two of Cups here coming across as like the yin and yang. All right. Two people that could be very different from each other, but what connects them is their ability to it's also coming across as like intuitive connection, telepathic connection also here. It's coming through as that as well. So yeah, you did see there the three, what was it? The Three of Pentacles, I think was right after that. So working together can help overcome this energetic challenge or possible delays. Now, if it's something about here, especially with delays, if it's something like there could be this energy of someone like stalling or delaying something in regards to matters of the heart, because there seems to be either an emotional blockage or deep down inside some sense of like not being certain about something here. Okay, now of course this could be in any area, but because since at the top of the reading it's coming through with love, with love since the top of the reading, it could also be very much connected to something that you are very deeply intuitive connected to in regards to job, career, money, or finances as well. All right, let's jump into luck and blessings. And this is where I'll channel messages focusing on positive opportunities, abundance, unexpected blessings that may be coming through for you. And you have here Three of Cups. Very interesting. Three of Cups is the celebration. Look at that with the Queen of Pentacles, earth energy. Okay, very much interesting because that The only earth energy that you have here is that this dinosaur, which is coming across as that. So very interesting. Again, validation confirmation coming through here for you, Scorpio. As I said at the top of the reading, I was getting a lot of yin energy, water energy. Pisces here, which is part of the water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The dolphin, water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The yin energy of the panda, which is in reverse, yin energy connected to heart, to emotions, again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There's a lot of water here, okay? There's a lot of this yin energy. Three of Cups, first and foremost. Three of Cups is reconnection, reunion, reconciliation, or celebration. Take it as it may resonate for you. So there could be some blessings or luck coming in your direction, especially in the area of your emotions connected to either a connection from the past that you're suppressing or repressing, or some topic that keeps popping up, okay, with someone that you are deeply connected to emotionally. Now, this could be in job, career, money, or it could be in love. But again, Three of Cups is this energy of reconciliation, reunion, going back and fixing, mending something here. And it could be something that you've been thinking about for a very long time. And as I said, for some of you, because the feather is very much connected to that arrow, it could be something like even your thoughts. Like there's some type of connective energy between you and someone else, or you in an area here that is very meaningful to you. But there may be some intuitive hits or messages that may be coming through for you in regards to luck and blessings with the Three of Cups. Okay. Now, Three of Cups is also celebration. So there could possibly be here a beautiful celebration with your friends, family, loved ones, or you celebrating, whether it's a milestone, whether this is celebrating something here that may be um, connected to love or job, career, money, or finances. Three of Cups is a group of people connecting, talking, sharing, having fun. Okay. So there is that fun element here with that dolphin and the ball. So again, there could be this energy of, again, reconciliation or reunion, especially if there is a topic that seems to be a sticky point in connections, either your social circles, professional circle, or your romantic circle, that could be clearing up for you in the month of July. Now, let's take a look here at job, career, money, or things that are meaningful to you here. And of course, job and career and this area right here, I will be channeling messages focusing on work, business, finances. It could be even promotions for some of you, your workplace environment, new opportunities. Let's see what comes through. Ooh, Knight. Look, six of swords. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. As long as, and remember I said this at the top of the reading, so very, very interesting how everything, like I said, charm casting and tarot complement each other very well. Remember that I was talking, by the way, tree is earth energy too. But remember that I was saying here at the top of your reading, Scorpio, that there may be this, or there may have been, or there may be. So it could be the past, it could be now, it could be unfolding, where you may have felt like something wasn't growing. Or you may have felt like there was like either a dip in something, or whether it's a dip in your schedule, your hours, clients, kind of things not growing as quickly as you expected or wanted, perhaps in the past or recent past, because I did get the number 6 here. So this could be connected to Gemini season or Cancer season. But here in the month of July, there could be a, kind of like, yes, that may have been the case. There could be some growth here. but it might be slow because the Knight of Pentacles is this energy of slow moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles is a reminder here for you, Scorpio, that as long as you are dedicated, responsible, there you will achieve, okay, long-term benefits to something, okay? As long as you are devoted and committed. Remember that I talked about that commitment, that ring, okay, which could be in any area. Remember, challenges and delays could be in any area, okay? I just happen to have picked up very strong energy connected to love, but could very much be connected to your job, career, money. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying things are going to get more stable the more that you give time, energy, patience. Because the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight where the horse isn't moving on the traditional deck. Now, this is not a traditional deck. So in this deck, it shows that there is movement, but remember, this horse is moving slowly. Pentacles energy is it takes time. So there may be there may be a season that you were feeling a sense of lack or a sense of like something not moving very quickly. And this is just saying, don't worry about the fact that it isn't moving as quickly or that something isn't flourishing as quickly, just as long as you are doing the routine, that you are, also being conservative here about how you're spending. Okay. There could also be the sense of like being a little bit more conservative on the manner in which you are spending or will spend here in the month of July. Because remember, I was also picking up the letter L, which, especially if you've been feeling a sense of loss or, things kind of lallygagging energetically here with the letter L, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, no worries. Your dedication and your consistency will move things along slowly but surely. Now, let's take a look at the last and final card here for your love sector. Now, as a reminder, the love sector, whether you are, a person who's single, dating, married, in a relationship, or if you're focusing on self-love, what I'm channeling here in this section is just the emotional energy surrounding your heart. So let's see what's coming through here for you. All right. And we have here Knight of Cups. I'm not surprised. And look at that, Pisces. I told you. Scorpio, I told you have a lot of water here. I called it from the top and I said the only, well, actually it's not the only one. You have a lot of water and you also have earth. So you may have some placements on your astrological natal chart, okay, connected to more water or some earth energy, because you have the tree and the dinosaur, which is coming across as earth. And again, you have the Knight of Pentacles, Pentacles energy, earth element. Everything else on your, both in your charm casting and in the tarot reading, is water. Cups, the moon card, ruled by Pisces. Again, with Pisces here, okay? Connected to the charm of intuitive. And on the reverse here on the upright position, it does say Pisces. So validation, confirmation, that perhaps here your love sector could be also connected to something that you value a lot. All right. Now let's talk about the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is his energy, where, by the way, Knights is all about movement. Okay. So the Knight of Cups is coming across as you following your heart and your intuition. All right. And there being here some type of anxiety, fear, or worry, which makes a lot of sense because you have the moon card here and you also have that panda in the reverse um, sector here. Okay. So that, excuse me, that panda in the reverse could be again coming through as repressed emotions, suppressed emotions, something that you don't want to look at that has been kind of living rent free in your heart or in your mind, but mostly your emotions here. And the Knight of Cups is this energy of you starting to either listen or look at. Remember with the L here, especially in your job, career, or finance, or things that are valuable to you, you starting to look at here what that may be saying to you, whether it's that you've been dismissing it before or that something may come up in the month of July that may be a sense of a surprise emotion here, a surprise, something that just kind of, pops up, or a recurring type of emotional energy here. But the Knight of Cups is this energy of you listening or following your intuition. It is also the night that brings forth the message of love, but also an apology, an invitation. All right. There could also be here a sense of, especially with the Three of Cups here, some sense of you feeling like you want to emotionally reconcile something here, whether it's a person that you are with at this current moment in time, whether it's for those of you who are single, just you healing on your heart chakra. And others of you, this could be connected to a past person, situation, circumstance, or event. So it's like you could be kind of like just like having fun, and all of a sudden, a song, a name, a sign, symbol, synchronicity pops up out of the blue, and it makes you think about something here connected to an event, serendipitous event, a situation, circumstance, event, or person from the past or recent past. Okay. So the moon is this beautiful energy of your inner knowing. And it's not something, and it's the awareness of, right? It's the awareness of what you are truly feeling, which, like I said from the top of the reading, listen to your dreams. Because I feel that there could be either something coming through in your dream state or through sign, symbol, synchronicities that the universe is connecting here and trying to kind of give you some type of messages here. Okay. The Knights of Cups energy is also emotional connection, okay, or the awareness of your emotions here, especially if you've been turning a blind eye in regards to something from the past or recent past, or again, some type of serendipitous event, sign, symbol, synchronicities that may kind of remind you of something and bring you back into this kind of like emotional state here with the Two of Cups. Now, I'm also getting here, Scorpio, and this is your final message here for you, where I'm getting that, to pay attention to the full moon that's coming up. Okay. There may, if this is not resonating with you right now, okay, it doesn't have to resonate right now, because we just started July. This may resonate later. So there could be here a very deep connection between the cycle of the full moon and this emotional kind of surfacing or resurfacing of emotive energies. Now, the full moon, sometimes we start feeling it, especially those of us who, like me, I'm a Taurus sun, but I am a Pisces moon. Okay. So people who have water on their astrological natal chart or are intuitively sensitive may be picking up the full moon energy maybe like 5 days before the actual full moon happens, and or 5 days after, give or take here and there. Okay, it could be 3 to 5 days after the full moon. So you may feel that emotional shift here, and just kind of bringing that into your awareness. Okay. You also have two wolves here one in white and one in black. And there is this sense of emotional duality, this push and pull emotionally or intuitively, like I said at the top of the reading here, with your job, career, finances, or things that are important. This kind of, uh, you know, push and pull here between your logical, practical side and your emotional, intuitive side. Scorpio, that's all that I have here for you. Please give a thumbs up to the reading. That lets me know that these messages, that you like them, that they resonated with you, or that you like the format so that I can bring it up again for you at a later moment in time. That being said, take care and I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, for those of you who are joining me live, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. If you missed other important the monthly signs and other, like for example, if you know your astrological natal chart and you know your important placements, which is your big three: sun, moon, rising, okay, or other important placements on your astrological natal chart, you should take a look at the monthly reading playlist, because I already channeled messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so take a look at those. And again, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But remember, we just started the month of July. So if it doesn't resonate now, it might resonate at a later moment in time. All right. Now we're going to jump into the next sign, and that is Cancer. Okay. So, Cancer, you're up next. But give me a moment here to put all these charms right back. For those of you who are watching live, the timestamps are not down below yet because I'm still in the middle of the reading. But as soon as I finish the monthly reading live, I will be going to the, into the description box and placing the timestamps for you, okay, so that you can watch them a whole lot easier and just click on the sign that resonates for you or that's connected to your astrological natal chart. All right. So up next, we have Cancer. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me just shuffle these cards a little bit more. And then we're going to jump into Cancer. Now, remember, the readings are a little bit longer this month because I'm giving you as much details as I can, focusing on charm casting as well as the tarot. Now, if you're liking what you're watching or you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I also do live free mini readings on my channel for my subscribers as well as for my members. Okay. And just take a look at the posts that I have on the community posts, because I just added today a really cool announcement. So if you want to take a look at what that is, just feel free to take a look at the community posts and you too can join that event. But again, that event is exclusively for members only. So if you're interested in that, it does require that. But other than that, we're going to jump into the next reading, and that is for Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Cancer in any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Cancer, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of um July. Sorry, just wanted to make sure that we're still okay. Because I'm doing this live, so I want to make sure you guys can see me. My phone has been a little glitchy today, but yes. So like I was saying, I'm going to be channeling messages here, focusing if for your July readings. Okay. Now there are going to be 4 areas that I'm going to be giving you details on. Now there is going to be 2 parts of the reading. There's going to be the charm casting section of the reading and the tarot version in the tarot section of the reading. If you just want to see one and not the other, that's fine. If you want to see, both of them together, then it's going to be a little bit long, but you're going to get a lot of possible details here connected to July. Now, I will be doing charm casting, and wherever the charms fall, I will be giving you intuitive channeling messages here for you. Now, if we get some charms that fall here in the challenges and delays section, then I'm going to be channeling here possible obstacles, lessons, or something here that could be challenging or maybe here delayed, possibly in the month of July. Okay. If any charms fall here in luck and blessings, then I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on positive opportunities, unexpected blessings, abundance, prosperity, sign, symbol, synchronicities. We'll see how that unfolds for you. But that's the section here connected to luck and blessings. The next section, I'm going to be channeling messages, especially if there are charms that fall in that section, will be job, career, and money, or things that are deeply valuable to you. So they could be tangible or they could be intangible as well. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So job, career, and money or finances, I'm going to be channeling messages here on possible developments connected to work, business, finance, your workplace energy, promotions or interviews, if it resonates for some of you here, or new opportunities that may be unfolding for you. Last but not least, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing in the love sector and relationships. Now, remember, the love section, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, married, or if you're just focusing on self-love, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on your emotional energies that are surrounding your heart or things connected to your emotive energies. Okay, so your heart chakra, things having to do with emotions and things of that nature. So that being said, Cancer, I'm going to then follow up your reading with tarot, and we'll see how that may connect. That being said, let's see what randomly comes through with the charm casting here for you. All right, so I'm just going to randomly. Okay. That's good. All righty. Okay. So let's take a look here. I went in twice because there weren't enough charms. I really wanted to see what else was coming through. Okay, so let's take a look at challenges and delays. Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Before we jump into challenges and delays, let's take a look here at the self. Okay. Now, this area, if anything falls in the area of self, this is possibly a reflection of you, your emotions in your private setting. It's as if, I created this kind of like selves in the center to symbolize here your private self, what you may be feeling, thinking, experiencing here, what the part of you that you don't show the world, the private you. Okay, so that is the energy here connected to the self. Now, you don't have a lot of charms that are dead smack in the middle of this, but you do have charms that are very much surrounding this energy. okay, in regards to self. So, Cancer, let's take a look at what this is talking about here. I do want to mention that the heart charm is in its reverse side. That means it's on the opposite of showing itself. And I'll show you here because I know it gets kind of tricky here. It's on the reverse side, okay? Its right side is like this. You see how it falls differently here? Okay, so maybe you can't see it, here, but it lays flat when it's reversed, and there's a little bit of lift in the details of the heart. Now, it came in its reverse side here and teetering between self and luck and blessings. I'll talk about what that may mean later, but because it's coming across in the reverse, Cancer, there may be some emotions here, okay, in the month of July, whether it's the beginning, middle, or ending of July, where you may have some type of repressed emotions or keeping some type of something quiet or silent that is very much connected to something that matters to you. It could be connected to love, okay? I'll talk more about that later in your reading, but for now, it is coming across as this energy being on the reverse or kind of like on the shadow side. You not sharing something or keeping something quiet in matters of the heart or things that are valuable to you. You also have rubber band here. Now, rubber band is between job, career, money, and yourself. We'll talk about what that may mean a little later. But in the meantime, just the rubber band with you independently, it's coming across as there could be matters of the heart that you are dealing with or have dealt with in the past or recent past. You see the rubber band, it's like a boomerang, it opens and closes here. There may be something kind of like going in like an up and down situation. This could also be feeling a sense of distance or emotional distance in connection to something. The something could be connected because you do have here the star. The star is also teetering between the self and job, career, and money. This could also be talking about something that you've been feeling like the universe hasn't listened or that you're not seeing something evolve, you're not seeing something progress, or you're feeling like your prayers, um, manifestations, or something that matters to you hasn't been either truly fulfilled or you're not seeing some type of improvement here. Okay. So that's how you may be feeling. Now, the reality of it could be something else, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But there, that is the message here that's coming through just in regards to yourself. Now, let's take a look at challenges and delays. Challenges and delays, you have two charms. Now, what's interesting is that these two charms are quite far from you. So, for some of you here, Cancer, this energy may be mid to late July. Again, take it as it may resonate. Some of you may be already entering this energy. But birds to me symbolizes communication or messages. And there may be some challenges in conversations, communications, delays, travel, especially if you're traveling in the month of July. Remember, Mercury is still in retrograde. So there could be a little bit of delays or challenges in connection to travel, in connection to communication. That communication could be conversations, emails, texts, letters, glitches in regards to electronics. It could be misunderstandings. Okay, someone is saying something but someone else is interpreting it very differently than what was intended. It could even be talking about here having a strong kind of tense energy between you and someone who may possibly be a Capricorn or an earth sign. Okay, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And I'll show you those two. Now look at how Capricorn and this bird here are on the same diagonal. They're on the same, no, nothing is closer or farther from each other. So they're on the same line here. But you see there, that is a bird, and we have here Capricorn. Okay. Now, what's interesting here is that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and it is ruled, the planet that rules Capricorn is Saturn. Now, the planet that rules Capricorn is Saturn, and Saturn is known planetary wise in regards to its influences. It's known as the toughest teacher. So there could be something connected to challenges or delays, limitations, hardships, blockages, or even important lessons that you have had to deal with in the past or recent past. And there's this sense of you liberating yourself or leaving behind those challenges and blockages because there's an important lesson that you've learned. Okay. So this could be coming across also here with this bird as liberation, as leaving something behind, of moving away from whatever it is. Okay. It could be connected to love because this bird is flying in the position or the direction of love. So that could be very much connected to that. Capricorn was pointing more, well, yeah, could also be pointing in that direction as well, but it could also be connected to job, career, and finances. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I'm picking up here in regards to the bird and Capricorn. Now let's see what Capricorn says in the back. It says ambitious. Okay. Ambitious. And there could be a little bit of a feeling of stagnation in regards to, your motivation or your drive. For others of you, it's the opposite. Remember, these messages, take them as it may resonate. For some of you, it's like yes, there may be some challenges and delays here, but it's as if you're going to be focusing more on how to make something happen. Okay. Now, the challenges, the delays could be in any area. It could be in job, career, finances, or it could be in love. But either way, it's coming through here as the sense of just, there could be a little bit of challenge here, especially things surrounding documents, travel, communication in the month of July. What I also want to mention here in regards to Capricorn, especially with the fact that it is in its upright position here, is that there may be more focus on where you want to expand or move towards in regards to maybe something having to do with career, job, or finances, or in love. So there could be something that you've been working on and you're like, when is it going to finally come through? Or how can I move something forward? I feel here, pay attention to your thoughts. The kind of, I'm getting here like claricognizance, ideas that may be coming through. And if you've been kind of stuck in or feeling like you have had some type of blockage in regards to, I'm getting here like a writer's block or some type of creative blockage here, just write it out because Mercury is in retrograde. So that may be kind of turning itself around as soon as Mercury goes direct. Okay. Now let's take a look at the section here of luck and blessings. And luck and blessings here with this heart on the reverse side, meaning it's, opposite of its section here, Cancer. This is telling me here that, as I said at the top of the reading here for you, I feel that's something that you've been feeling, longing, wishing, yearning, dreaming about. You may feel a little bit kind of like disappointed or feeling like, I don't even think the universe has listened to what I've been wishing, hoping, desiring, or wanting to unfold. Because there could be here, this may be your perception. Now, again, this is a general collective reading, so take what it resonates. This could be in any area of your life also. But the fact that this heart is teetering between your kind of moon private side energy, okay, your private you versus the public you. And with luck and blessing is telling me that maybe your perception is that way, but there could be an unexpected blessing or an unexpected positive development connected to something that you've been longing, wishing, desiring, manifesting here for a long time, and it could be coming through. Now, listen closely. For some of you, because this charm right here, and I'm just going to bring it closer, one of my children created this painting. Oh my gosh, is lifting here. When they were little, and I turned it into a charm. So for some of you, this could be connected to children, blending families, expansion of family, and however that may be, whether that's children, whether it's, adopting a pet, whether it's a childhood dream, a childhood passion. Okay. But the heart in its reverse could be here connected to, it could even be connected to painting, drawing, or some type of creative influences. But the luck and blessings here is saying you may be getting a burst of energy, or like I said here with challenges and delays, where you may liberate yourself from certain sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. And Capricorn here, you kind of like are regrounding yourself, so to speak, and feeling a little bit more revitalized in how you see sign, symbol, synchronicities connected either to blended family, children, pets, or your creative passion. Okay, your creative passion, your drive, your inner spark, your divine spark as well. Because remember, this is like a creative thing, okay, that is literally a painting, a drawing here that was created by one of my children, actually. So, this could be very meaningful, something that is very, very meaningful. It could also be symbolism of the past. So, there could be some luck or blessing or positive messages coming through for you in sign, symbol, synchronicities connected to your childhood or your past or recent past. It could also be you bumping into someone you haven't seen or spoken. It could be an ex for some of you. Doesn't have to be. It could be family, friends, or loved one you haven't seen. It could be childhood friends, people that you went to school with, okay, or people that you may have worked with here, that there may be some type of like bumping into or connection or reconnection with. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the job, career, and finance section, or things of great meaning or value to you. Now, Cancer, you do have the star and the rubber band. And the star is telling me here, and especially with the fact that it's very much close to you. If you've been feeling like, oh my gosh, the universe hasn't been listening to what I've been wishing, hoping, and desiring, and you've been feeling a little bit like bummed out about something, and this could be something connected in the past or recent past, or something from your, I'll show you here, because this is a kitten. This is the Hello Kitty, but it's the Hello Kitty. I'll show that in a minute. But it's in the reverse side here. This is telling me that something that you've been wishing, hoping, or desiring for quite some time, you may have been feeling like, oh my gosh, it's not coming into fruition. And even though that may be your private emotional perception, this is talking about you could be very far from, that could be far from the truth here. As we saw, especially with luck and blessings section, there could be something here that your perception is one way about it emotionally, but the reality of the unexpected blessing that may be possibly coming in your direction can kind of in a way flip something around, and it be something that shows you some sense here of sign, symbol, synchronicity, that there could be a sense of improvement. Okay, the star could be manifestations, intentions, prayers, But the star could be an opportunity here that you may either see or not see coming in job, career, or finances, money, maybe even here for some of you, things that are meaningful or important. And it just kind of, you're being catapulted to this kind of like being in the limelight, being in center stage. There could be more responsibilities because someone feels like you can handle it, or there could be more workflow, and you could kind of like really, especially here with this Capricorn challenge and challenges and delays, you may feel a sense of reignited passion and feel more grounded in something, and you really kind of rise to the occasion of whatever this may be. Okay. Rubber band, it's coming across again the ups, the highs and lows, or the ups and downs. Sometimes you feel very much connected to your passions. Sometimes you feel like, maybe you're running out of steam. All right. What I also want to show you here, because I know that you can see that star. Well, if you can't, let me just bring it a little closer. See that star in that rubber band and the way that it came through, okay? So there you go. Those are those charms. But I want to bring to your attention the charm that's a little bit further out from you. It's still connected to you in job, career, money, or the area of value. But this may be something a little bit further, either mid to late July, that may be coming through. But as I said, you have the Hello Kitty. Now, some of you are saying, well, there's no Hello Kitty. I don't see it. Well, the reason why you don't see it is because the charm has come up in the reverse. That means it's come out as its shadow side. So here it's in its upright position. Now, Hello Kitty, okay, comes through symbolically here, connected to childhood. So again, childhood theme is coming through. It could be connected to childhood, it could be connected to children, it could be connected here to a pet, okay, as well, pet or pets. But remember what I channeled at the top of the reading with luck and blessings, and the fact that the charm here is connected to children, may potentially be connected to children, pets. It may be connected here to the addition of, to an unexpected blessing. It could be coming through someone who is younger, doesn't have to be, or someone from the past. And sure enough, you have the Hello Kitty in its reverse side. So there could be some type of connection here. It could even be someone that you may have, worked with in the past or recent past also, okay? Or again, friend, family, loved one from the past or recent past that you haven't spoken to in a long time. But somehow there is an influence of this either passion from the past, idea from the past, or a connection here to your job or your career. And this could also be saying something here to you as well in regards to symbolism, because there could be a passion that you've always felt since you were a child or for quite some time, and you haven't known how to develop it. It's like, how sometimes some people have an idea, and especially now that Mercury has gone retrograde for the past couple of weeks, you could be kind of reconnecting to what that may mean for you in the area of passion, and maybe here kind of a lucrative opportunity that you could be creating for yourself, as soon as it kind of like you start leaning into those creative juices or that creative spark within you that may have been there for quite some time, but you haven't been directing or redirecting your focus on that. Now, here we have an initial, okay? Now, this initial could be very much connected to the initial of someone's first initial or last initial. That could be you, or that could be someone else or something else. And those initials are coming through as J, T, L, R, I'm getting Z, and I'm also getting the letter N, as in Nancy or Nelson. Okay. The letter J also, in case I didn't say that. I'm also getting the letter T connected to this initial. Okay. So those initials could be the beginning letter or the last letter of someone's first name, middle name, last name, nickname, or this could be connected to job, company. It could even be connected to a role because I'm getting the letter R here. So this could be connected to someone's role. And I mentioned that a little earlier here in regards to that star. So your role may change, and it could be something that you didn't see coming or a role that you've been hoping, wishing, and looking forward. It could even be a change in job, also a change in career here. Okay, because I'm getting role reversal. So for some of you, especially if you've been feeling in the month of July that you're not getting the value or the that you feel that you're not being valued or recognized at your job, I feel that you're kind of like looking at other roles in other companies or maybe within the same work environment, but like moving up, because I'm definitely getting here roles or role reversal. So it could be kind of like maybe you are in a specific role in the current job or company that you are now, but then you're looking for higher roles, okay, or a promotion or higher um roles here. Yeah, because it's coming across as like roles. So like if you are, you know working in like it could be kind of like rising, also like going into management or um supervisory roles, or this could be going into a CEO role. It's like higher ascending, okay, is how this is coming across. So that's like the role reversal, like you're in one role in one company and then you kind of start looking at a higher role or higher pay grade also at another. So that is also coming through here with job, career, and finances. Now, let's take a look at your last and final section here, Cancer, and that coming through here with this, what looks like the number 8, but in reality, it is the infinity sign. Now, for some of you, there may be, oh, by the way, I saw the number 7 here also. Okay, so you have the number 7 here with job, career, and blessings, which I feel for some of you, especially with job, career, and bossing, there could be something coming up in August as well. So I'm getting July and August. So July here for career blessings, also love July or August because the number 8 is connected to August. Now, for others of you here in love, this is the affinity symbol. So there may be something here, like I said, with your inner self, something that you may be quietly, feeling, experiencing here, possibly in the month of July. And there could be here some type of luck or blessing being opened up for you through sign, symbol, synchronicities, maybe through a person, maybe through good news, okay, or some type of announcement here as well, or a decision. But here with the infinity symbol, it's coming across as this could be a very long lasting relationship or long lasting connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you, it might be. So there's this sense here of like something blooming, especially here with the rose, and the fact that you have a star, the starfish, which for me is an indication of recharging, rejuvenating, repairing, and growth. Now, if you see, the 8 or infinity symbol is closer to you, whereas the rose and the starfish are further out. So you may be kind of like waiting a little bit longer, or this may be coming through towards the end of July. But again, time is, you know, open here. Okay. So for some of you, maybe the beginning, middle, but I feel for most of you is going to come like through the end. So there could be something that you've been waiting for a long time to be blossoming, blooming, or that you've been waiting to repair, mend, or fix, especially with the fact that the heart is in the reverse. So there could be some type of luck or unexpected blessing that changes your perception and how you're feeling about something. And there could be here a sign, symbol, synchronicity, or positive um, movement in some type of growth or mending, fixing, or repairing, or again the regeneration of a connection and getting back on track emotionally here with something, someone, friend, family, loved one, whether this is a social circle, your private sector, your relationship sector, or maybe your career circle. But whatever it is, it's looking positive. It's looking like it's going to be moving or showing some sense of blossoming or opening something up. Remember, roses is very much connected to romance. So, especially for those of you who've been feeling like there's been a little bit of stagnation in your love sector, whether you are single or whether you have been experiencing a rough patch here or may experience a rough patch in the month of July. The fact that the starfish is here, starfish is a symbolism for me for regeneration, renewal. There could be a reignited passion here. And again, that reignited passion could be romantic or non romantic. So it's like getting back into talking with someone, connecting with someone, deepening the levels of emotion here with someone, especially if there was some sort of challenge or delay. And again, Capricorn here could be connected to the person's sign, or Capricorn, Taurus signs as well. Doesn't have to be, but it could, especially because you have the rose and the starfish, which is like regeneration and renewal. And if we look at challenges and delays, we see the earth sign here coming through for you as a possible or potential challenge or delay. So, you know, that is what's coming through for you. So, that being said, let's jump into the tarot version of your reading, okay? All right, Cancer, let's take a look here at the tarot version of your reading. I'm going to start with challenges and delay. Then, of course, move in the same pattern as I did. Then it's luck and blessings. Then it's job, career, finances. And then last but not least, I'm going to end the reading with love. All right, let's take a look here at challenges and delays. What's coming through for you here? All right, and we have here Three of Pentacles. Like I said, there may be some possible challenges, and lovers is coming across as in the love sector, but also could be a decision. Okay, so let's talk about the Three of Pentacles. One way to move past the possible challenges or delays possibly coming through for you in the month of July is by looking at how you can work best with people, with within a team, within a connection, or within a group environment here. Okay, Three of Pentacles is teamwork. It's common goals or people joining forces together for a common vision, a common goal, or common development here. So this very well could be connected to job, career, finances, as well as could be connected to love. Now, remember at the top of the reading here, Cancer, that I mentioned the earth sign of Capricorn. Okay, Pentacles energy is earth element. So if you've been feeling a little bit or have been or may find yourself within a possible energy where there is a miscommunication, as I showed you at the top of the reading, that is a bird, or a delay, okay, that could affect the team environment, or that you may be struggling through something. And Cancer, when you connect with other people, because collaborative forces are going to help you with this possible challenge or delay. So, whether it's learning how to communicate better or being a better listener with people in your group or your team, whether it's kind of like using other people's expertise, talents, and abilities. And when I say using them, I'm like you're using this person who you feel is really good at something as a sounding board, maybe to kind of share your ideas, your focus, or something that you're struggling with. There could be kind of like an easing of an advice, a suggestion through other people. So, constructive criticism, communication, talking, listening. Maybe here connecting with friends, family, loved ones to give you the moral support that you need in order to help you align or realign with your passion or your drive. Okay, that's also coming through. But Three of Pentacles is working together as a team. Now, again, you did have the Lovers card right behind. And for some of you, this is very much connected. Hold on a second, very much connected to communication, because the Lovers card in tarot is ruled by Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury influences, which by the way, it's in retrograde at the time that I'm doing this reading, but will be clearing up in the next couple of weeks. But as we know, even when Mercury goes direct, there's still a little bit of that energy, um, in like its realignment or kind of getting back on track. But Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and the fact that you have the Lovers card behind the Three of Pentacles is telling me that there may be some decisions that you may also be taking a look at, decisions that matter to you emotionally also. Okay, the Lovers card is thinking about something carefully, and of course, kind of like leaning into the right decision in something that you may be moving towards, whether it's selecting the right individual, the right group, getting the advice, or sharing something with the right set of people. But the Three of Pentacles with that Lovers card does give off that energy. Now, let's take a look here, Cancer, at luck and blessings for you and what may be potentially coming in. There you go, the Tower. Now, some of you here may be super stressed right now or thinking, oh my gosh, what? The Tower is, the Tower always has, you see, you have the Wheel of Fortune right. Actually, let me take that out here for you because that serves as a very important message here. Okay, luck and blessings. The Tower with the Wheel of Fortune, there may be a blessing in disguise. I said that at the top of your reading here, Cancer. I said that because there is this heart in its reverse position, you may feel a sense of disillusionment, or you may feel the sense of like something, you feel that way. That may not be the reality of it, right? It could be your perception emotionally that something isn't going as planned. But the universe may be saying that shakeup, either a shakeup that may have happened in the past or recent past, or may be coming through possibly in the month of July, that shakeup was created or was experienced so that you wake up, and see something from a very different thought pattern or mindset. You have the Queen of Swords. Don't worry about the fact it says Queen. Queen is about co-creation, okay, or creation, right? So Queen of Swords is saying here, universe is saying, yeah, that thing that you felt really crummy about, or that may be possibly coming up, that glitch, that challenge or delay that may have you feeling a little bit bummed out, whether in the past or recent past, or may possibly be coming up in the month of July, was a blessing in disguise, because whatever this shakeup may potentially be, it was so that you can come to a certain awareness. And the Queen of Swords is this independent thinker. It's someone who embraces the energy of leaving their emotions out of whatever the situation may be and really looking at a powerful, honest way or a clear way of looking at something, using your intelligence, using your rational um, thinking, your logical, rational thought, and figuring out or looking at how this maybe shake-up moment can result in a blessing. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune, which I'll talk about in a minute, and by the way, Cancer, your reading is going to be a little longer than expected, but I love to give you all the details that are coming through. This Queen of Swords is saying this idea or this clarity. There could be a amazing idea coming through your claricognizance. It's just like this aha moment, like, ooh, you know what, never thought about that, that type of energy coming through for you as a blessing. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, okay, rules a Wheel of Fortune. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to explain why this is a very beautiful luck and blessings, especially after that Tower, because whatever shakeup may have happened in the past or recent past that may have your emotions a little bit leery, or something that may be coming through, especially with that Mercury retrograde, the Wheel of Fortune is saying, Jupiter, which rules the Wheel of Fortune, is saying here, Jupiter is going to flip something around. Okay. Jupiter is the planet of good luck and expansion. So I want to talk about that has a like two parts to it. Okay. The good side of it is that Jupiter is a planet of good luck and expansion. And so there may be a potential um, improvement in something that you didn't see coming, luck and blessings. So this could be the universe, this could be through a person, this could be through a conversation, this could come in many different ways. Sign, symbol, synchronicities. Okay. So something could be coming in from a moment, and I want you to take a look at that because that's symbolism here. You see all that kind of darkness at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune, and you see the Tower. Okay, it's like, yes, you may feel like you have hit rock bottom, or feeling like something was revealed, or a revelation, or a shocking surprise here that may have made you feel, or may possibly unfold of you feeling a little uncertain or not feeling too good about something, but something is going to reverse itself here. Okay. Now, the part of the reading here where I said that you need to take something into account is your vibrational energy, because the Wheel of Fortune focus on the vibration that you are resonating with. So if you are depressed, sad, angry, and just kind of like stuck in that energy, I'm not saying that you can't be in there, because we're all human. We all go through our ups and downs. But if you stay stuck in that emotional energy, this is saying that is the emotional energy that's going to continue to come to you. So it's very, very important for you to keep a level headed approach in whatever this Tower moment may possibly be unfolding for you, whether it's a sudden change, whether it's a revelation, whether it's an unexpected, you know, news, accident, whatever this may be. Okay. This is saying you need to keep a clear head. And you see here that the Queen of Swords is not looking at the Tower. She's ignoring it, or just kind of like, okay, that happened. I got to keep my mind focused on what I want to improve, achieve, and look at the possible new opportunities so that I can turn this energy into a blessing. Okay, so that is what's coming through for you. Now, let's take a look at job, career, and money or things of value. Very, very deep message there for you, Cancer, in regards to luck and blessing. Okay, and there could be even here an idea that you may have had from the past or recent past. And there's this kind of like in the month of July where you kind of like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to move forward. But you're thinking about exactly how to do it, or you've gained a mastery on how to do it and you're already unfolding the plan for yourself. Okay, or executing the plan, the steps, and whatever that is. But remember, ooh, what do you have here that just flipped over? You have temperance. Okay, temperance in the job or career section here. Okay, sorry. So just want to make sure that this is in the correct order. Okay, so you have temperance. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Okay, so that's fire sign. Okay, fire sign can be important here for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, this could connect to Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So the temperance card, finding your balance, finding your equilibrium, getting back into the swing of things, looking at the pros and the cons of something, especially here connected to the challenges and delays. Because remember at the top of the reading, you had the Three of Pentacles with the Lover's card. So there is here kind of looking at the pros and the cons of something. And that's the Temperance card is moving in the energy of patience here also. So there may be something here where it's like something is going to take its time. Something may require you to combine things from the past and things from the present, or create some type of alchemy or combination here. It's coming across, especially with this temperance card. Because remember, temperance is about patience, turning one thing into something else, and having the patience that it takes in order to create this sense of balance, or creating something new, turning one thing into another. That is why I always get this energy of alchemy connected to the temperance card. Okay, because through patience you will be able to balance or combine something. Okay, this is also this energy of you being reasonable as well. Remember, I talked about the challenges and delays and working with others. So it's being able to be open to other people's suggestions, or being open to other people's, constructive criticism, or kind of bouncing ideas with people that are experts or are, really good at what they do, that you respect and that you care about. Because remember, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is about the important lessons that you've learned, or that you may learn here in the month of July, or continue to learn. Okay. So the temperance card, I'm also getting, especially with the fact that it's in job, career, and money. Okay. Finances, or tangible wealth, or intangible wealth. But it's coming across here for some of you as money. So there's this energy here of you kind of like taking your finances into account. Okay, because I'm getting this energy of here of like budgeting, planning, okay, creating like a sense of balance, or kind of rebalancing something here, rebalancing your finances, especially for those of you who are planning to make some type of move in connection to your job or career, especially those of you that I felt here at the top of the reading that are very much connected into like leaving one job or role into another role, because you're looking at a more lucrative opportunity, or you're looking at kind of climbing the ladder of success in some way, shape, or form. And there could be here a possible opportunity where, as you are juggling or bringing something into balance, where something transforms unexpectedly for you, giving you a possible opportunity to, and this is the sun here, rise to the top or level up. Okay. And in this deck, not in the traditional deck, but in this modern deck, we have the sun and the moon. So there is this sense of like being seen by others, being in the spotlight, celebrity status I'm getting here, especially if you do things like on social media, or if you're a celebrity in some way, shape, or form. This is coming across. It's like, you're gonna balance or rebalance something here. This could also be for others of you, especially if you've been feeling kind of like lukewarm about opportunities. You could be again rising back to the top. Okay, so that's how that's coming through for you. Now, let's take a look at your last and final section here, okay? And that final section being love. Now, as I mentioned at the top of the reading, love can be whether you're single, whether you're dating, whether you're in a partnership, in a relationship, in a marriage, or if you are focusing on self-love. This could also be the love of family, friends, and loved ones, as well as romantic. It all depends how that may resonate for you. Okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But at the end of the day, if you remembered what I channeled for you at the top of the reading here with just the charm casting, there is this connection here to I don't know why I was going to say reminiscing, but okay, that may resonate here for some of you, something about reminiscing. But I'm also getting here regeneration, reignited passion in a connection that you have had for a long time. Or for those of you who are single, there may be an opportunity here that may blossom or grow for you, or may unfold for you in the month of July. Okay, Cancer? Last and final section. Let's see what's coming through in love, whether that be romantic love. Okay, when that happens, I have to shuffle some more. And it's so funny because I wanted to shuffle more, but I was like, let me just put it there. All right. Yeah, this could be romantic love. This could be friends, family, loved ones. This could be just connections. Look at that. Three of Swords. I just said a little while ago. Okay. Ooh, with the Justice card. Okay. Listen carefully. Remember when I channeled earlier, and I'm just going to have to move this infinity symbol. Remember when I channeled just the charm casting section of the reading, where I said I felt that there may be some challenges and delays in regards to communication or in regards to something having to do with love, because it could be connected to an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but remember those placements could be in anywhere on someone's astrological chart. It doesn't have to be just their sun sign. And again, you have the Three of Pentacles, so this could be connected to other people. Validation, confirmation. Remember that part of the reading? Three of Swords. Okay, there could be something here connecting to the heart. Okay, which again, this charm came in reverse, showing some sense here of pain, feeling of disillusionment here, the sadness, the backstabbing, the betrayal, okay, of a connection or of a situation here, of matters of the heart, could be connected to this tower. And again, the tower could be connected to something that may be unfolding now or has come from the past or recent past. And whatever that tower moment may be or may unfold as, which could connect to your heart or your emotions, it is seen again energetically with the Three of Swords in your love section. So this could be talking about you rebalancing yourself emotionally, especially with the fact that the Justice card is here. I'm picking up an energy here that if you felt in the past or recent past, or if there is something that may unfold, Cancer, here for you in the month of July, especially if you felt or feel that something is unfair, that has unfolded unfairly for you, some type of revelation, some type of accident, shock, um, news, okay, something unexpected that created some type of change suddenly, that may have changed how you feel, or may have created some sense of pain, sadness, or betrayal. Something is going to rebalance itself. You're getting that twice in the reading, actually three times, because temperance gives that energy of something recalibrating and creating some sense of alchemy, creating something new from or transforming. Could also even be healing as well in patience. You have it again here with the Wheel of Fortune and again with the Justice card. So something that was unfair from the past or recent past, or something unfairly done or felt here in the month of July, may rebalance itself. Okay. So the Justice card is you embracing, being calm, cool, collected, embracing being impartial or objective, allowing yourself to be, in a sense of, balance. Okay. So you could be regenerating or mending, fixing, or healing a love matter, which you have here with the rose. You could be repairing, fixing something emotionally of the self, because remember, I mentioned that at the top of the reading, especially something that you've been hoping, wishing, or um, hoping for a long time. So maybe this is like the universe recalibrating something for you, creating a opportunity where whatever was unjust creates itself into justice, like justice in the earthly realm being served, or divine justice taking place. This could be karmic lessons as well. So, something that you may have felt that was tipping in the direction of, heartbreak, could be now tipping in the direction of something working out for you. Again, validation, confirmation of that tower moment with the Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords being in the middle of that, and Swords energy connected to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. And connected to the Justice card, which is ruled by Libra. So again, there could be a different form of thought or recalibration of something working back into your energy field. Now you have this beautiful infinity. And if you take a look, you also have those two scales. So the scales of justice here, Cancer, tipping in your favor in some way, shape, or form. It could also be the healing aspect of something here as well. Okay. Connected to your heart, your emotions, could be connected to challenges and delays, or something here connected to job, career, and finances. But the Three of Swords here being rebalanced with the Justice card, and the Justice card here tipping something in your favor, especially for those of you who may have like a divorce situation, divorce settlement, going through a divorce, or making a decision on going in that direction. There is this sense of like, just be calm, cool, collected, stay neutral, objective, and diplomatic through the process, because there could be here some type of improvement or blessing in disguise energy connected to that. If you're single, I feel that you're leaving this energy behind of the Three of Swords. It may pop up because of that Mercury in retrograde. It might pop up again for you because of that full moon that's coming in July. But I feel that you'll find a way to rebalance, or, you know, recalibrate yourself here emotionally in some way, shape, or form. Okay. I'm also feeling for some of you the sense of reconciliation or reunion, or kind of like what I'm getting here is like coming to some type of agreement or compromise. Now, for some of you, the compromise is not going to work out like you expected, and you may have some type of challenge or decision that you will need to make Okay. For others of you, there could be here a reconciliation, reunion, or something working in your favor. Okay. So again, take the message as it may resonate. That's all that I have for you here, Cancer. And thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you've enjoyed these messages and or if they've resonated for you throughout the month of July. That being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Pisces coming up. But first, intuitive friends, for those of you who have been joining me and giving me a thumbs up, I want to say thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Thank you so much for stopping by, especially for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Pisces. Now, please take a look at other placements on your astrological natal chart. All of the July readings are already in the monthlies playlist. So take a look at other important placements and see what other messages may come through for you in other aspects of your astrological natal chart. I also have the quarterly readings, okay, quarterly readings in the bonus messages playlist, and it gives you more messages focusing on the third quarter of 2026. Okay, all right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the last and final sign here, which is Pisces. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And we're going to jump into Pisces reading. And hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces, sun, moon, rising, or Pisces in other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And Pisces, this reading this month may be a little bit longer than the usual because I will be channeling messages both through charm casting and through tarot. And I'll explain what I'll be doing here momentarily. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Now, Pisces, whether you are a Pisces in your sun, moon, rising, or other important placements on your astrological natal chart, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on 4 different sections in the month of July, possible unfoldings, messages that may be unfolding here for you, energies that may be unfolding here possibly for you in the month of July, focusing on challenges, delays, luck, and blessings, job, career, finances, or things that are important to you or valuable to you, could also be that, and the love sector. Now, in regards to challenges and delays, when I'm channeling messages, and that's, of course, depending on how the charms may fall in these areas, challenges and delays, I'll be channeling messages focusing on possible obstacles, challenges, delays, maybe even perspectives that you need to look at so that this area of challenges and delays isn't as tense, or how you can overcome your challenges or delays, okay? Possibly here in the month of July. I'm also going to be channeling messages here connected to luck and blessings. Now, in the luck and blessings section, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on positive opportunities. Okay. This could also be unexpected blessings, things that you don't see coming, or things that you're like, oh, yeah, I'm happy to see because, I kind of saw that coming and I'm finally receiving it, or finally it's progressing or improvement. So that could also be here in the section in luck and blessings. This could also be here showing you some type of abundance and prosperity that may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of July. We also have, before we go there, we also have here job, career, and finances, or the things that matter to you. They're very valuable. And with job, career, and finances, I'm going to be channeling messages here, focusing on potential developments, connecting to work, business, finances. This could also be interviews or promotions here for some of you. Others of you, this could be talking about the workplace energy or possibly new opportunities. This section of the reading here, intuitive friends, Pisces, I'm going to be channeling messages in love and relationships. Now, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, in a marriage, or you're just focusing on yourself, I'll be channeling messages here, possibly connecting to your emotional energies surrounding your heart in the month of July. Okay. Now, the first part of the reading, I'm going to be casting charms. Second part of the reading, I'm going to be adding additional messages using tarot. Now, charm casting adds an intuitive layer of symbolism in conjunction with or working with the tarot. So let's see what unfolds for you here, Pisces. And as I said, grab your snack, grab your drinks, because this is going to be a kind of a detailed reading here for you for the month of July. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the charm casting portion of the reading. And, let's see what randomly falls where. And then I'll give you and channel the messages that could be connected to that charm casting. Okay, so I'm not looking at anything here. I'm just gonna take a couple of, actually, hold on a second. Ooh, something was slipping here. Okay. All right. So we have few charms here. All right. Nothing fell here in the self section, but it's still obviously going to be connected to you. The self section is a section of like your inner thoughts, your private self, that kind of like the moon energy, the private you. So nothing fell here, but we're going to take a look at everything else. Okay. Challenges and delays. Now you have here what looks to be like a star, and it's like constellation here. Okay, so this is like, hold on a second here. It's coming across, sorry, there was something like stuck there to it. All right, so we have the star and its constellation. All right, so Pisces, because this is coming across as challenges and delays, the star or the constellation, this could also be astrologically. Now, if we're talking about challenges and delays astrologically, right now at the time of this reading, Mercury is in retrograde. So there could be some connections here connected to Mercury being in retrograde, some type of challenge or delays. It could be something that you've been manifesting, hoping, wishing, and desiring that you feel is taking a long time. This could be connected to kind of like you feeling or in the near future could be also like you're on top, that you're kind of rising to the top. And I'm getting here jealousy, okay, envy from other people, kind of like because you've been showing your skills, your talents, and your abilities, you may be creating this type of energy around you where there are people here who may not want you to grow, or there could be envious of you. Okay, so this star with the constellations is feeling this energy of like other people. You're rubbing people the wrong way, not because of anything that you're doing, but because you're stellar, you're good at something. Okay, so you could have a couple of people here or a person, and I will channel more about that in a minute, because I feel it's very much connected to your job or career section, by the way. But yeah, so I'm getting this energy here where it's like, you've got some haters in your social circle. Now, this isn't to give energy to those people, or that type of thinking, right? Or that perspective. But it's just for you to be aware. So you may have been feeling like, you know what, I feel that so and so is jealous or envious of my rise or climb to the top, or the success, whether it's tangible success or intangible success. Okay, so that means whether it's like you're doing very good lucrative like money, or whether you're just like happy go lucky and you're just, again, rubbing the energy vampires the wrong way. But this is giving kind of like validation confirmation, especially if you feel that way in regards to something here in the month of July. So this is giving like validation confirmation. The other thing that I mentioned here earlier was telling you about your placements on your astrological natal chart. So there may be some challenges or delays very much connected to that. I mentioned Mercury and retrograde being one of them. But remember here, Pisces, this could also be talking about the big one. And what do I mean by the big one? And I mean, if you have Gemini, maybe even Virgo, because Mercury is also very much connected to ruling Gemini. But if you have Gemini anywhere on your astrological natal chart, take an extra look at where that Gemini sign may fall, what house or what area. And the reason why I am saying that to you is because Uranus, which is a planet of good luck, I'm sorry, which is a planet of destruction and kind of clearing obstacles and challenges. It creates tension and it creates a shakeup, but it's so that you have a better brand new beginning. Okay, so it's like it is a blessing. It's like a turning a blessing in disguise. And the reason why I can say that is because Uranus was in Taurus for 7 to 8 years. So the most amount of shift and change that I've ever experienced, because I'm a Taurus sun, um, was during that Uranus when it was in Taurus. So now that it's in Gemini, I can, from personal experience, say that for some of you, there may be here that type of connection where you may have Gemini in somewhere in your astrological natal chart, and Uranus, which is considered the destroyer of old patterns, old situations, thought patterns, things that no longer serve you. There may be some changes. For some of you, it's like later on between the 7 to 8 years. For others of you, it might be closer. It all depends the degree of where you have that Gemini and in the house or in the area where that Gemini position um, may fall. So I'm just bringing that to the surface here because you do have star and constellations that are connected here to that star. So that may be some type of beneficial information here for some of you. Okay, now let's jump to luck and blessings. Now, if you take a look at luck and blessings, you do have here, oh, by the way, in regards to challenges or delays, you may be feeling like something that you're manifesting is taking a long time, but that's going to change for you. And that's, you know, the message that I'm getting here with luck and blessings. Now you see this arrow, right? This arrow is pointing to job, career, and finances, or areas of that are very meaningful to you. So, Pisces, listen carefully. Whatever it is that this may be talking about for you, that may be potentially unfolding in July, or something that may be unfolding for you astrologically, such as certain placements that feel a little bit challenging for you. Okay? This is talking about something coming in the direction of job, career, finances, or something here that is very meaningful to you. So there could be some type of action, energy, movement, I'm getting Sagittarius here. That could be for some of you a person. That could be, talking about a season here for you. Sagittarius season, of course, is coming later on this calendar year, right? Or astrological year, however you want to see that. But it's moving in a little later. Or this could be connected to someone that is connected here to a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could also be here, and this is how it's coming through energetically, connected to like the Eight of Wands, because I'm getting like this Eight of Wands energy clairvoyantly, which fast moving energy is very much connected to the Eight of Wands. It's also communication, it's trips, okay? So there could be a fast moving energy, okay, that can turn this challenge and delay into a possible here kind of moving or overcoming that obstacle in some way, shape, or form, especially if it's something meaningful or connected to job, career, and finances. So this luck and blessing may be highlighting this area a little bit more, but does it mean that it only is connected to job and career or finances? No, you can see it also in your love sector, but we'll talk about that a little later. So, whatever this blessing in disguise or this potential opportunity may be coming through for you, which could be coming through in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be coming from afar. It could also be coming from a situation here that you're going to start seeing some type of movement or rapid development here that you may benefit in some way, shape, or form. Okay, whether it's financially, job, or career. Now, let's take a look at the next section of your reading. And this next section of your reading, focusing on job, career, finances, or something that is meaningful and valuable for you. I want to talk about this butterfly card. I'm sorry, not card, charm that came through your reading in the reverse. When I mean in the reverse, I mean you don't see the details of this charm. So I'm going to bring it a little closer. Now, if you saw, the charm is between delays and challenges, as well as job, career, finances, or things that are meaningful for you. So it came through this way. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over so you could see. You see it? You don't see the details of it. Now I'm going to flip it around. That's the detail of this charm. Because it came through in the reverse, especially the fact that it's on the border between challenges and delays, this is telling me here that there could possibly be an unfolding of some sorts, either in the month of July, or you're still feeling a challenge from the past or recent past that is connected to growth or the movement or the momentum of a new beginning, a transformation, or something unfolding for you. And as I said, you have challenges and delays. This could be connected to the astrology aspect of your own, astrological chart, or it could be the influence at the time of like the planetary shifts that may be happening in the month of July that could be causing some type of challenge or delay. Okay, or some sense here where you feel like something isn't opening up or moving in the manner that you wish or hoped or are expecting. It could be that you feel stuck in the same loop or pattern in something. And again, there could be this kind of energy where you're like, I'm not sure if something is coming in the. Hold on a second. Let me see something here. Is this the reverse? Yeah, this is also the reverse. You also have this fairy in the reverse, okay? And there's this energy here of like you're holding on to something very, very tightly. And because this fairy is on the reverse, and I'm going to show you the charm is on the reverse, again, it could be connected to this transformation, which is also in reverse. And you may be saying to yourself, well, how does she know that it's on the reverse? You see that dip into that ball that she's holding. You see it kind of more like a hole. When it's in the reverse, you see it as a ball that's filled in, not as like a empty pole right there. You see that? So this is coming up in the reverse, again, in job, career, finances, or things that are meaningful to you. And this is talking about that you may be holding on to the challenges or delay, the perception, the feeling that something hasn't been, moving, or it's not moving. And there may be one or two things going on here, okay, because this is a general reading. For some of you, you're going to reconcile with whatever this is. Like, you're going to kind of let that go, or this is saying let go of any certain perspectives or things that you've been thinking about, like, oh, this, things don't are not coming out the way that I expected, or I have bad luck. Saying things that are negative is not going to help the situation. So this is talking about releasing that type of self-sabotaging thought or limited belief so that you feel some type of mental peace, emotional peace, or energetic peace within. Okay, whether it be within or whether it be just around you in matters of your work environment, career, job, finances. Now you see this charm here, and this charm is the peace sign. So again, I feel that some of you may be just energetically reconciling with kind of like getting yourself out of this energy and moving towards an energy of fast moving development, or starting to see something unfold, whether that is your inspiration, motivation, or drive, or whether it's some type of luck or blessing that the universe is helping you kind of overcome obstacles, challenges, blockages from this section here of the reading. Okay, so this is feeling positive here. It feels like, you are in some way, shape, or form coming to the awareness here that something is evolving here. Okay, now I don't feel that the evolution is going to happen very quickly for some of you, because you may kind of still be healing this energy. But for others of you, it's like, yeah, you're going to start feeling a whole lot better here. Okay. And you're going to start seeing some type of either moderate improvements or the continuation of something evolving here for you. Last and final section here for you. By the way, let me see. Okay, no, there isn't something underneath. Just wanted to make sure. The final section here for you in the love sector, as I said, whether you're single, in a connection, partnership, marriage, or whether this is self-love, this is all talking about your emotions. So this could be, Pisces, your emotional social circle. This could be your professional circle, but this is emotion. It could be your partner connection. It could be your spouse. For others of you, this is self-love. Now, in the love sector, you have two charms, okay? And the charms are looking at this charm right here. And I want to bring it a little closer, because this charm right here, one of my children created that painting or drawing when they were very, very young. And I turned it into a pendant, a charm. But you see, it's kind of like broken, and so I can't fix it. So I figured I put it in my charm casting, thing to hold on to it forever, so to speak. But this could be symbolism here of a connection that you are. Ooh, I'm also getting here secret admirer. Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. But for some of you here, this connection with someone from the past or recent past, this could be a connection that you have had for quite a long time. It could be friends, family, loved ones. I'm also getting here. Um, I'm going to clear that up, obviously, with tarot. But there is this kind of like connection connected to children also. There could be here addition, blended family in the month of July. I'm getting children. I'm also getting pets. Okay. So it's like adopting a pet or something that you've been wanting for a very long time. In regards to love, it could also be connected to passion. Okay, Pisces. So this could be like a childhood passion that you have had for a very long time that you are starting to kind of really look at in a deeper way. The mermaid is here. Now the mermaid is not it's in its just upright position because she's not looking at us. She's looking away from us. So the energetic symbolism here connected to this mermaid is it's as if she's in this contemplative mode. So I feel that there may be this contemplative mode, kind of like the hermit card in tarot. Okay, Pisces, that's how this mermaid is coming across. She's contemplative, she's thinking about something, reflecting, reminiscing. It could be reminiscing the good old days connected to your current connection or your, long term connection of a commitment that you have here. For others of you who are single, it's like you're reminiscing on, you know, a deep level of emotional remembering of some sorts here from the past or recent past. Like I said, others of you, this could be in addition to the family, whether it's through a blended family or whether it's, in addition to the family in some way, shape, or form. Also could be connected to pets as well. Like I said a little while ago, and it's coming through again very strongly here. It's coming across as like a secret admirer. All right. So there could be a secret admiration here in regards to your skills, your talent, and your development. You're developing like star quality or star talent. I mentioned that at the top of the reading with challenges and delays. Like I said, you may be rising to the top, or there's this sense of ascending, whether it's ascending your skills, talent, abilities, whether it's ascending your connection to a higher level of commitment, and there's been a little bit of challenge and delay, a little bit of like not feeling sure, or just things that are out of your control. But whatever this is, it feels like, there could be people that are not cheering for you. It could also be a third party connected to this love sector as well. Okay. Again, it could be friends, family, or loved ones. But I'm getting like a secret admirer. There could be people, just people that are in your professional circle or your social circle that are admiring you from a distance and maybe not saying something, and others of them could be kind of giving you this kind of warm cheering on, so to speak. Okay. Um, because mermaids are very much connected to water, there could be something connected to your emotions or an energy connected to Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So again, it could be placements on other people's astrological natal chart connected to you. So it could be like your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews. It could be your parents, your loved ones, your partner here. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It could be in other placements on their astrological natal chart, or emotions connected to you in regards to the love section. Now I'm going to jump into the reading portion here, Pisces, and like I said, it's a kind of a long reading, but it's going to give you as much details as are coming through for you here in connection to the month of July. So challenges and delays. Okay. Ooh, Nine of Wands. Look at that. Nine of Wands, and that came up on its own, giving validation, confirmation on what I said at the top of the reading. If you've been feeling like you've been falling short of success, or you feel like you've fallen 9 times and it's getting difficult for you to get yourself right back up and back on your podium or back on the horse, so to speak, symbolically, because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands is saying whatever challenges and delays, whether that be astrologically, whether it be planetary shifts, whether this may be your manifestations, intentions, or whether this is connected to people that are watching you from the sidelines, jealous or having some type of envious energy towards you. The Nine of Wands says pick yourself up and continue to move forward. Nine of Wands energy is a persistence, your determination, your inspiration, your drive that cannot that you should not let go of. Okay. Wands energy is about passion, creativity. It's about things in motion. Remember that I talked about the Eight of Wands energy that I was getting energetically here with your luck and blessings. So this is saying get yourself right back on track, because there could be a luck or blessing that you don't see coming that's going to place you in a position that you're going to get right back at the top. And again, it's going to it's going to be a lot having to do with your own perception of how you are viewing. Okay. Are you looking at the challenges or delays from a victim mindset? Or are you looking at the possible challenges or delays from a victor mindset, which is victory? I am going to get better. I am going to, you know, surpass this challenge or energy here. Okay, so Nine of Wands is the persistence and the determination over time. Okay, that you got to kind of quickly get back on that horse, or grab those, symbolically grab the bull by the horns and say, okay, listen, I got to get back on it, because I have dreams, goals, and inspirations that I want to get to. And the luck and blessings section is saying, yeah, I want to help you move towards that. Remember that I said that the Wands energy is fire, and Sagittarius was coming through here with this luck and blessings section that is pointing to job and career and finances. And sure enough, validation, confirmation, Wands is very much connected to the career sector. Does it have to be career? No, but it could be career. For others of you, it may be passion, okay, as well. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for luck and blessings. Very, very beautiful reading here for you. It's looking like things are, gonna be on the upside for you. As long as you remember. Ooh, something flipped over and then it flipped over again, so I couldn't see what it was. As long as you remember to align yourself with wherever that inspiration, passion, and drive are pulling you towards. Look at that. You have the Lover's card in tarot. Very interesting, because with the Lover's card, you have the Strength card. Okay, there could be challenges, these challenges that I was talking about, and your ability to move past them may come through Leo season. See, Wheel of Fortune right behind. Yeah, could be coming through for you during Leo season. So it could be, and of course, July is the beginning of Leo season, and runs through um it runs through August, which is the number 8, as we see here with the Strength card. So super interesting on those sign symbol synchronicity. Now, the Lover's card. For some of you may say, oh, the Lover's card is just about love. Well, it does talk a little bit about that. I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to talk about what I was picking up at the top of the reading in regards to challenges and delays before the Nine of Wands appeared in your reading. Remember that I talked about here Mercury being in retrograde, right? Mercury rules Gemini. Remember that I also talked about Mercury, Uranus being in Gemini for the next 7 to 8 years. And sure enough, you have the Lover's card, which is ruled by Gemini. So again, for some of you, that Gemini planetary shift that I talked about, that is changing and shifting, which could have its high and lows, which, like I said, Uranus is the planet of destroying the old to make way for the new, okay? There could be some decisions that you may need to make, or that may be coming into your energy fields, whether that is in July or whether it's in August or later on this astrological new year or this year in general during Sagittarius season. So I know that this reading is for July, but there are times, because time is fluid, that there are times that messages may come through that are way ahead. So just keep that in the back of your mind in regards to luck and blessing, or things shifting in an energy where you're going to feel like you're going to be able to overcome with that arrow, overcome the challenges and delays of something having to do with job, career, money, or something that is very meaningful for you. Okay, so there could be a shift or transformation. It may, like I said, for some of you it may take some time, and for others of you, you're going to feel that shift um, coming up, okay, July or August, and maybe even during Sagittarius season. All right, you also have here the Strength card in Tarot. So the luck and the blessings. The universe is bestowing either a new opportunity, a new way of looking at something, something in regards to you overcoming your challenges, your potential challenges or delays, as long as you keep determined, motivated, and moving forward, leaving that wounded type of mindset behind and focusing on the inspiration, determination, and drive. And as long as you are leaning into your emotional strength, spiritual strength, energetic strength, physical strength for some of you, maybe working out, kind of getting things moving here, but it's you managing your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. You being able to manage the part of you that creates a little bit of tension, or may create a little bit of tension, whether it's from your perspective or whether there are significant planetary shifts that could be causing a little bit of a delay. The moment that the Strength card is coming through, it's saying you have the strength and you have the ability to make important, meaningful choices for yourself, so that you manage whatever your self-sabotaging thought or limited belief may be connected to. Remember that the Strength card is you confronting whatever these challenges or delays that the universe is trying to help you overcome, by leaning into your emotional strength, mental strength, spiritual strength, energetic strength, and managing or taming the situation here, so that you can have a better success, right? So that you can, have that glow up here that I was talking about in regards to that star and the constellation type of energy that I was getting. Now, the Lover's card in Tarot, there may be some decisions in the near future, okay, or decisions that you may be making in the month of July, where you're going to think about something very carefully, and you're going to consider the two kind of, I'm getting here the power of two, so the two sides of a coin, the pros and the cons of something here. Okay, you could also be very much connected to, this could also be in your love sector as well, or in your job and your career. But it's like I'm hearing two sides of the coin. So you may be looking at two sides of something here. For others of you, this is very much connected to your passion, to your drive, or your love sector. Okay, so there may be here the luck and the blessings, especially for those of you that feel that there may be a little bit of kind of that reflective energy, that hermit energy in tarot, whether you are in a connection or whether you are single, where you may find yourself in a connection or in a deeper connection to your partner if you already are in a relationship. And for those of you who are single here, you're going to find yourself in the month of July. And by the way, Leo season, July and August, as I mentioned, okay, maybe even here during Sagittarius season, where there may be a connection here to someone that you're not even aware. Like I said, some of you I was picking up an admirer, a secret admirer, someone that you're admiring secretly, or someone who's secretly admiring you. Okay, this person could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in their astrological natal chart, especially for those that are single. Listen up, because it's coming through already here. So I'm going to have to jump into the love section. I usually jump into the job and career and money, but I'm going to have to go this way because Spirit is telling me go in this direction. Okay. So yeah, so some of you, there may be like a blessing here in regards to a secret admirer. Okay. So coming through. Mm-hmm. So let me jump into the love sector. All right, intuitive friends, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that these messages are, resonating with you or resonated for you during the month of July. Your thumbs up also lets me know here, Pisces, that you really enjoyed the reading and that you would like for me to bring this reading next month. So we'll see how many likes I have connected to this reading. So let's take a look at the glimpse here of the love sector. You have the Queen of Wands, fire energy. Yep. And the Queen of Swords. Told you, with that Gemini energy here with the lovers. Wow, with the Sun card right behind it. So again, I'm getting that energy here of fire twice and air. Gemini. So again, Wands energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Same exact thing that I said here. Lovers card ruled by Gemini. Gemini being an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strength card ruled by Leo. Leo is a fire sign. I said Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius coming through here also. Same exact energy. That's why Spirit was telling me move into the love sector, because it's the same energy all over again. For some of you, you are deepening a connection, passion, drive, ambition here, okay, in a connection that you are in already. There is a reignited passion. Queen does not have anything to do with gender. It is about creation. So I feel that there is more of this passion and attraction, whether you are single or whether you are in a connection. So obviously, if you're in a connection, there is this reignited passion between you and your partner. If you are single, it's coming across as you feeling more confident, more even intuitively connected to what you are feeling. So remember that I said here, for those of you who are single, that I'm feeling like you're kind of like branching into kind of like this energy where you may feel like, there's a secret admirer or someone is secretly admiring you. Yeah, it's because you're going to be possibly here in this glow up energy between July and August. And so the Queen of Wands energy is you stepping into your power. So because you are stepping into your confidence and you're stepping into this passion, handsome, attractive, sexy type of energy between July and August, someone here is going to be looking at you from a different standpoint. It could even be those of you who are in connections. So there could be a deepening sense here of, passion and attraction towards your partner or your partner towards you. Okay. So that's how this is coming through, Pisces. Queen of Swords energy is coming across as your clear, intelligent, thoughtful mind. Okay. Again, Queen's energy has nothing to do with gender. It's about creation. So there may be some ideas here that you are going to be thinking about. It could also be this reflective energy that I was picking up at the top of the reading with this mermaid. I said that we don't see the mermaid's face, we only see her back. And sure enough, it is a reflective kind of stance that this Queen of Swords is in. Now, if I place the Queen of Swords facing me, she is looking at the future. She's looking at my right hand side, which is the energy here of what is coming up. Okay, what is upcoming. She's looking at a new horizon. She's looking at the future. She's studying something, observing something, assessing something. And the something could be her thoughts or the messages, as I'm pointing here to a bird. So there is this contemplative energy, as I mentioned, when the charm casting came through in the charm casting portion of the reading, where she's really thinking about, something here. Okay, so there may be this kind of reflective, pensive, and listen, the Queen of Swords is straightforward. Okay, the Queen of Swords energy is the type of person who's embracing this kind of like, I'm not going to reminisce on my emotions, but what I am going to do is I'm going to think about how something could unfold for me. How can I look at either an experience, a situation, circumstance, event that may be potentially unfolding, that you may be, like I said here, with the luck and blessings, how you're going to get over something, or how you're going to grow closer to, more love, more confidence, more reignited passion, whether you are in a commitment or in a connection, in a partnership, or whether you are single. So there is this kind of like thinking about creative ideas, and whatever you do in regards to your choices, they're going to be based on what makes sense to you, what feels good, what feels passionate, what feels that you are divinely inspired by. So, there isn't the sense of duty. It's more about you kind of stepping into your own power and saying, well, what works best for me? Or how can I maximize here this invigorating type of divine spark that I'm feeling in either my social circle, professional circle, or even romantic circle, that I can continue to grow in or make these amazing choices, um, logical, rational ideas, get into this kind of like tipping into this kind of I'm getting here like stimulating conversations that can create this kind of balanced decision, if this is connected to decision, or if it's connected to just kind of like, again, planning or assessing something in regards to the next phase or the next milestone. Now, let's take a look at your last and final section here in regards to career, money. Ooh, something flipped over as I was shuffling. You have the Knight of Swords. I'm not surprised because you've been getting. Listen, I'm going to tell you something here, Pisces. You're a water sign. That may be your sun sign. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You have somewhere on your astrological natal chart, you may have heavy air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you may have heavy fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because it is completely everywhere on your July reading. And for some of you, this, like I said, although it's focusing on July, remember that Leo season is between July and August. So some of you, you may still be feeling these energies in August. And others of you, something may be resonating in Sagittarius season. So keep an eye out for that. Let me know how that may unfold. Knight of Swords energy, especially with job, career, and finances, or things that are important. Remember that I said at the top of the reading that the butterfly is in reverse, making you feel here, maybe in your mind, you're thinking like, oh, I don't know if something is changing or moving. You may be holding to some type of energy from past or recent past, or something that you may have been struggling in. But this says you're making peace with it, with the peace sign. And I'll show that again here for you. Okay. And what's interesting here, kind of like interesting as in like coincidental, but I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that things come through for a reason. There's a lot having to do with air. Again, stars are in the sky, constellation in the sky, butterfly, flight in the air, fairy, flight in the air, arrow, flight in the air. Okay. And I mean, what else can I say other than that? Talk about sign symbol synchronicities. So there's a lot having to do with your thoughts and your passion. So even if, Pisces, listen carefully, even if on your astrological natal chart, which I would doubt a lot that you don't have it because it's everywhere in your reading today, that there is, if there isn't a lot of fire or air, this is talking about you between July and August being in an energy of your mind and your passion, creative type of energy also. Knight of Swords. Knights are all about movement, validation, confirmation on that arrow, because I was talking about that momentum. So there may be here some type of ideas that may come out of the clear blue sky for you, okay? Or a decision. Remember, Lover's card, but remember, Gemini rules the Lover's card, and Mercury, like I said here, Mercury rules Gemini. And again, like I said, Uranus, planetary shift between 7 to 8 years in Gemini, could also be here creating some type of changes in your life, especially in job, career, finances, or things that matter to you. So nights are about movement, talked about those movements. Swords energy, mind, communication, okay, perspectives. Knight of Swords together, make sure that you're not rushing into anything. Make sure you take your time. Make sure you look at the pros and the cons of something before finalizing anything having to do with job, career, finances, money. Nine of Wands, remember, wounded warrior, but remember also moving past obstacles, challenges, and blockages, listening to your passion and drive and creativity is going to be super important. You may have a kind of a an awareness here, because I'm getting like something that, it's like a, ooh, that was a great idea. Now let me move towards it. But be careful that you're not rushing into anything. Okay. So you got to really take something into perspective. Maybe here, especially with this luck and blessings section, because this arrow is pointing to job and career, and because we have this Knight of Swords energy right here, this could be telling you tame the part of yourself that may want to quickly emotionally connect to something, to someone. All right, allow yourself to see something from a more kind of clear objective, like the Queen of Swords energy. Pisces, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I hope that if you haven't subscribed yet, that after this reading, you are part of our Lexa Tarot community. I do 5-minute mini readings here on my channel for subscribers and for members. So hopefully, if you are new to the channel, look forward to seeing you there as well. Intuitive friend Pisces, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.